Australia tried to remove it, but 50 years later, it's still standing. In 1972, four young Aboriginal men, Michael Anderson, Billy Craigie, Tony Corey, and Bertie Williams, were done waiting, done asking, done being ignored. They were not politicians. They had no funding, no lawyers, no permission. But they had the weight of 200 years of silence and the fire of generations who had watched their land stolen, their rights denied, and their voices erased. On January 26th, Australia Day, they drove from Sydney to Canberra, not to celebrate, but to protest. When they arrived at Old Parliament House, they didn't shout. They didn't storm the steps. They did something far more powerful. They planted a single beach umbrella in the dry grass across from the seat of Australian power and declared it an embassy. Why? Because if Aboriginal people were treated like outsiders in their own land, then they would act like it. They would establish diplomatic grounds for a nation that was never ceded. They pitched tents, they raised signs, and they called it what it truly was, the Aboriginal Tent Embassy. The government tried to tear it down, again and again, but it kept coming back. Because it wasn't just a protest. It was a message to a country that still refuses to listen. We are still here. We never left. The Tent Embassy still stands to this day, the longest ongoing Indigenous protest in the world. Ignored in textbooks, omitted in classrooms, but never forgotten by those who lived it. This is not just history. This is a heartbeat that refuses to be silenced. The Aboriginal Tent Embassy still stands, the longest Indigenous protest in the world, and the one they rarely teach in school. Do like and follow for more Silence Timeline.